here in New England for this exciting matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. Partner, good to be with you today.
Good to be with you too, Jim. You know what we're going to see today? Two defenses that love to hit the quarterback. I'm glad I'm not playing.
All right, now let's go to Danielle Bellini, who has more on today's game.
Guys, the focus on the quarterback position has been pushed even more so into the spotlight this week. Many think there's a clear mismatch when comparing these two teams. But guys, when I spoke with both quarterbacks, they don't look at it that way. These are two confident guys who are just focused on executing the offensive game plan rather than getting caught up in the matchup against each other. Guys, back to you.
Steven Gostkowski's readying his team for the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. Here comes the former Kansas State quarterback, Josh Freeman.
Josh Freeman, he is one big quarterback. When you're that size, use it to your advantage. He stands in there and throws it very well down the field.
First and 10. Hillis is taking the handoff. He steps out.
What a job that time by the offensive line. That hole was so big, you could have drove a car through it. The running back.
That's a gain of 6. Now, here's a look at the Buccaneers offense. Last week, they never turned the football over once. Second down now. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. They get to him just in time, 1 yard shy of the first down. Rob Ninkovich was in on so many plays last season for the Patriots, forcing fumbles and getting to the quarterback.
All I can say about Rob Ninkovich, Jim, is you're constantly saying his name when we do the telecast because he's always in the action and a sneaky pass rusher.
That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Well, when you try to tackle this guy, his legs are the size of a refrigerator, so hard to wrap him up. That's why he picked up the big game.
First down here after the run. Quarterback drops back, play action. This doesn't look good. We've got a player down, and he's in pain.
By the looks of that, you can tell it looks like a major injury, and it's a tough sport, a lot of big hits, and I hope he's going to be okay.
First and 10, I formation, and a running play.
Good job by the running back on that long run. It's one thing to have talent, but the first thing you need as a running back is vision. You have to pick the right running lane. That's what he did that time, able to get down the field and get the
touchdown, Tampa.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead, and it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
And the extra point is good. The Patriots now will get their first shot to come onto the field and score. They gave up points on the opening drive. The score's 7-0. They'll take it at the 20. Brady's marching onto the field. Ridley lined up in the backfield, challenging the defenders to the right side, rocks him with that hit, and the ball's going to fall incomplete. And now that we've got a moment, let's take a look at the Patriots offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times. Second down after the incompletion. And the starting lineups have been brought to you by Papa John's, where you always get better ingredients, better pizza. And now here's the Buccaneers defense. They never got to the quarterback once. last week. Line up now on third down. They were very good at converting these situations a week ago. Snap back to Brady from the gun. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
He'll throw it over the middle. They fail to convert here on fourth down. The Patriots lined up in the nickel. First and 10. Vincent Jackson on the deep throw. Did not get both feet down.
Well, for some reason, this quarterback likes to keep trying to go deep down the field against this cover two. That's not the spot you want to go. You want to look underneath or right down the middle.
Peyton Hillis gets the football. Tackled at the 18.
Good job by the defensive player squaring up that running back and just putting his big butt right into the ground.
Third and 4. Looking to the right side and throwing. Someone's been injured out there. Hold on a minute.
Well, that's going to hurt him tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. When you get hit like that, you're going to feel some of that pain tomorrow. But the good news is, I think he's going to be okay. And once he gets a little situated there, I think he'll be back in the game.
So, first and goal to go. Stands in the pocket. The defense gets the sack.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback, when you're just rushing the defensive lineman, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talented.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Gain of 6. The Buccaneers facing third down. A week ago, they were not up to the challenge. And touchdown, Tampa Bay Bucks.
When you got a lead, you march down the field and you add on to that lead with a touchdown. It's fun to watch. The other team, will they stay patient or will they panic? My bet is they'll panic.
The Buccaneers kickoff coverage team is on the field, and there they are celebrating the score, all set up by the defense, which took a stand on fourth down. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. Offense lines up here. First and 10, and it's Ridley, and for about 6.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
And Ridley, and he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
1 yard gain on the play.
Moss is a receiver in the slot. And complete. A gain of 14.
Well, the dink and duck quarterbacks, they love to see cover 3 because they know they're going to drop back and just throw the short passes underneath. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of this defense.
And tackle down at the 49-yard line.
3 yard gain on the play.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
Jenkins lined up now as a slot receiver. 3rd and 2. Throws to the right. Reaches out and grabs it. Tackled at the 13.
Well, anytime you're in the red zone, you want to punch it in and get that touchdown. If they do that, look, they're still going to be behind, but it gives them confidence moving forward.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. First and 10 to the ground here. Picked up 3.
Good job by the defense that time. Everybody's expecting a pass. They were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense for a short gain in the red zone.
Brady's got it in the gun. How did he do that? They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do
touchdown. That'll close the gap.
What a good job by the offense, driving down and getting that touchdown. Even though they're still behind, they're chipping away at this lead, keeping the pressure on their opponents.
They're setting up return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Offense lines up here. Tight ends in motion here. 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Peyton Hillis will run with it. Straight ahead. Taking off. He's in the clear. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. Oh, we've got an injured player on the field.
I think you can just tell by the body language and the way he's acting, that is an upper body injury. Hope it's not severe. We'll let you know as soon as we find out.
Here they come back to the line after the 50-yard gainer on the previous play. The throw to the left. And there's a sideline pass, incomplete as ruled. Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. Freeman's going to take it from the gun. Looking for an open receiver on the right. Wide open for the catch. The Buccaneers decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. They send the tight end in motion. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Has the catch, but the feet are not down. And you can see how they fared in the red zone to this point, which is brought to you by Verizon. That play will be challenged by the booth upstairs inside of 2 minutes. 2nd down following that incompletion. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
Buccaneers ready to boot things underway. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. 1st down coming up. Brady still has it after some nifty play action. Gets a hand on that one to knock it away.
Good job by the quarterback reading the wide receiver. He is all over him, and it makes it easy for him to swat down the throw by the QB.
2nd attempt. Looking to go deep. Incomplete.
What a good job by the defensive back that time. That ball was thrown beautifully down the field. High arcing throw, but the defensive back in great position knocks it down.
This will most likely be the final play before the half ends. Looks to his left. Brady connect. Ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football and the defense takes possession. in on the stop. That'll bring us to the end of the first half here in New England on the outskirts of Boston. We'll take a moment to catch our breath and be back shortly to Foxborough for the start of the second half. Waves his arm, and he's going to make a fair catch. They come to the line, and it's first down. It's Ridley. Picks up about 8.
Good job by the quarterback completing that pass against the zone defense. Look for the open space when you throw against zones. That's what he did, and he got the nice completion.
2nd and 2. Trying to work that left side.
When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
Tom Brady under center. 1st and 10. It is Ridley. They run right. They spot it at the 42.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Brady is in the shotgun. Looking for a receiver on the left side here.
Lots of ways to attack cover two. There's no doubt about it. You can throw it underneath. You can pump fake the safeties, make one of them move, and still throw it deep down the field.
Challenging the defenders to the right side. Ball's out, and he's brought to the ground.
There's always a rule on the offensive side when the football is fumbled. Little guys pick it up. Fat guys fall on it. Don't try to pick it up if you're one of the fat guys. That time they get it done and recover their own fumble. Jim, sooner or later you get these situations, you got to throw the football. As we have seen today, they keep trying to run it, but there's not much there to go.
2nd down and 7. Looking to the right side and throwing. 5, maybe 6 out of that.
Well, that's a nice completion by the offense. And what it does, it just puts them in a more manageable situation so they can pick up that 3rd down.
Ridley lined up in the backfield. The tackle was made, but the first down is picked up.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Brady's going to take the snap from the shotgun. They'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the training staff as we've got a player down on the field.
Well, Jim, I know his family's watching, so we'll give all the information we can as soon as we get it. But it looks like it could be a major injury, and I hope the best.
Now 1st and 10. James going to take the handoff now. Josh Freeman will take the snap from out of the gun. 2nd and 6. He'll fire it out to the left. How did he drop that?
Well, he dropped the football, and there's no doubt why he dropped it. You have to look it in.
It'll be 3rd down. They're setting up screen. Got a completion this time. Into the open now as he crosses the first down marker.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it. Picked up some good yards.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. They'll give it to the back, out of the eye, and that's a 2-yard gain. Coming to the line at the 39. The Patriots defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The final quarter begins with this snap. They tackle him for a loss.
That was just a dumb call. When you throw it behind the line of scrimmage like that, you deserve to lose some yards. That's what happened on that play.
After that last reception, they are still 8 yards away from a first. 3rd and 8 coming up. Going for the home run. Makes the touchdown. Tampa Bay.
Well, you got a lead. Now you're able to go out there and drive down the field and score.
This was a good game to watch today. Competitive all the way to the end.
You go to that locker room and you know you played well enough.
from Mr. Kraft saving the team to Tom Terrific making it an icon to do it Bill's way. These are the Patriots. It's about elevating elevation in the ATL. It's the flight of Tony G, the Dirty Birds, and Dion high stepping to pay dirt, to rise up to the challenge. These are the Falcons.
Here we are at the Georgia Dome for this Week 4 matchup between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, friends. Jim Nance alongside Phil Simms. We're live here tonight for this primetime matchup. There's all kinds of energy and excitement in the air as these teams are ready to take center stage. How about it, Phil?
Jim, you're right. The word is energy. You can feel it in the crowd here tonight, but the players must be careful. Sometimes when you have a lot of energy, it turns into emotion. And when you get real emotional on the football field, what do? You make mistakes. So be careful in this game tonight. Don't make those big mistakes.
Okay, let's head down to the field now for the start of this one. Patriots now getting ready to kick it away. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Ryan's going to be the one leading this offense today. Last week he accounted for over 200 yards passing. Davis is in the slot. First and 10. The give to the running back. Nice tackle.
When you have runs like that or big plays and you pick up over 20 yards, that is an explosive play and almost always explosive.
Davis lined up in the slot. They'll stay on the ground on first down. Here's our look at the Falcons offense. This is an efficient group. Last week turning the football over just once. Rodgers lined up in the backfield. 2nd and 4. We'll run it. Here's the handoff. Takes it the distance for the touchdown. Point after try is in the books. The Patriots prepared to return the kick. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Brady's a player to watch today. Last week he threw for over 250 yards. Amendola is going to get set in the slot for this snap. He'll go to the left.
What a job by the offensive line that time. This running back hit the hole at full speed, and the defense had very little time to react. And that's how he got in the secondary, made a couple guys miss, and gets down there and gets a long run.
And now a look at the Patriots offense. This is an efficient group. Last week turning the football over just once. And as always, the starting lineups have been brought to you by Papa John's Pizza, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Order now at papajohns.com. And here's the Falcons defense. They know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways. And it's Ridley. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
First down, throwing again. Secures it with two hands.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got 4 defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle, usually is wide open. Good job by the quarterback.
Ball's picked off.
Linebackers nowadays are so talented. They can just do everything. They're strong enough to stop the run. But how about this interception? Good job, good reading of the quarterback, and a nice catch.
Ryan gets it to Tony Gonzalez.
When you're a quarterback throwing against zone defenses, look for the open space. That's what he did that time. He found it, and the receiver ran in there and made the catch.
First and 10. Throws to the right. Catch is made. Has some space to work with. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Sticks to his hands. Falcons get a first down. We talk about controlling the flow of the game. Another first down, and the drive keeps on going.
Yeah, why not? The defense, they're just sitting over there. They're taking the hits and not even fighting back. It's a terrible job by the defense.
First and 10. They'll go ground. Mike Smith and the Falcons were the #1 seed for the end zone bound, and he's got the touchdown.
This is not one of the faster running backs in the NFL. So for him to get through the line of scrimmage and go for a long touchdown run, you've got to blame the defense. Bad angles of attack, no doubt about it, but lack of hustle gives up the touchdown.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Falcons come out in the nickel. First and 10. Running back gets it on the handoff. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
A lot of ways to get plays in the NFL. It doesn't always have to be by a pass. Good job that time by the running back.
Shane Vereen lined up in the backfield. And again, there's nowhere to run. Maybe a yard. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. Brady out to Shane Vereen. That'll stop the play right there.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it, picked up some good yards.
That reception gave them the first down. Looking for an open receiver on the right. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
The defense gets a sack.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
And Amendola's a receiver in the slot. Snap back to Brady from the gun. The tackle's going to be made, but he's beyond the first down marker.
When you play this cover 3 defense, just kind of sit back there and try not to give up the big play. That is great. The problem is you give up all these short plays. How about that throw by the quarterback on that slant pattern that time?
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Still first down.
After the 10-yard step off, first and 20 to go. Brady is in the shotgun. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Find a way to score. That's always the mantra with every team when they get in the red zone. If you punch it in here, even though you're down by more than 7, it'll give you confidence for the rest of the game.
Reaches out and snatches it.
There wasn't much there that time, so good job by the quarterback just throwing the ball and then getting the catch and just getting a couple yards.
Second down. Setting up a little screen. Touchdown, and this game is tight.
There's a nice touchdown there, and you chip it away at that lead. Try to get into the minds of the opponent. Will they get tight? You hear the word choke? Yeah, I think they could be choking over there on the other side. Look out.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. Matt Ryan under center. First down and 10. Eyeing that left side. Bringing the play to an end. The Falcons are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. First down here after the completion. Working that left side. He leaps up to grab it. He's got a wide open alley. Advances it out to about the 9. That timeout by the offense. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Tony puts up 6.
That was a good job on that touchdown that time, and I'll tell you, there's nothing like being on top of the other team and make them chase you.
It's good. Falcons getting ready to kick it off. Their catch signal for a touchback. First down as they head to the line. Rob Gronkowski with the grab. The Patriots signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Tom Brady under center. Second and 2. He gets to toss it.
It's a mindset. It's a culture. That's what you got to create when you talk about running the football. And when you get it going the right way, you can grind the defense up. Another first down for this offense running the football.
Right down Broadway. Offense going to stop the game here with a timeout. This play set up by the long gainer. Brady's back in shotgun formation. Forgot to catch the football.
Do one thing at a time. Catch the football, then do the next thing. Run with it. He tried to run with it too quick. That's why he dropped it.
Woodhead split out wide on the left. It's Brady looking long. Asante Samuel has his hands on it. Good piece of tackling. The Patriots have to call one right here, and they do. And they are out of timeouts. This will probably be the last play of the first half. First and 10, out of the eye, they give it to the tailback. That does it here for the first half. Patriots trail in this one. We'll be back in a moment with the first half analysis. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. Shane Vereen lined up in the backfield. They give it to the running back. Picks up 20.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
Amendola's lined up now as a slot receiver. And that's a big-time tackle. That keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker.
When you run off tackle, one of the things you're looking for is for your tackle to make a good block, and then if you have a lead fullback, can he get past him and block the linebacker to free up the halfback so he can go in between them and get in the secondary and make a big play.
Heading to the line for a third down play, and this was something they specialized in last week, converting in these situations.
Well, it doesn't look like much, but it really serves the purpose. Picks up the first down, and now they have a chance to open things up.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Has a terrible read by the running back. It's a short game, but it's all his fault. He picked the wrong hole. He should have cut it back. He didn't, and that's why he was tackled.
Snap back to Brady from the gun. He's going deep. Tucks it under, now throws, and it's incomplete. Moss is in the slot. Brady standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Challenging the defenders to the right side. Asante Samuel has his hands on it.
I have to say, that's just a terrible decision by the quarterback there. He's got to know when you're in a situation like this, you just cannot make that type of pass.
First down on the way. The quarterback will hand it off. He's got room.
Running backs who can pick up extra yards, they are so valuable. You can't always block everybody to the ground. The running back's got to do it himself sometimes. Nice job there by the running back.
1st and 10. Throwing now to his left. Makes the grab. Breaks free. He's in for the score.
This offense, even though they had the lead, they do not sit on it. They are aggressive. They take risks. And what a
The Patriots now have even more work to do to get back into this one. Scores 28-7.
Got the hand up into the sky, and that means fair catch.
A tightly contested contest that has now come to a conclusion. I know it's too early to panic, but that's now back-to-back losses.
I don't think the players will panic, but I know this, the fans